Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am SUCI NURFAJRIAH from class PBIA. Today I will talk about literature in education. First, what is education? Education is a process humanizing humans. That is, education is a means to empower people to become intelligent individuals. With education, humans are expected to be able to become a pillar of the solid civilization of a nation. Becoming a developed nation is certainly the dream of every country in the world. One of the factors that influence the progress or failure of a country is education. In addition, most people still think that the exact sciences are more important. Majors such as engineering and medicine have become favorite for prospective students and parents alike. As a result, a stereotype emerges that education outside of the exact, such as literature, is not important and is underestimated. Next, the importance of literature in education. In this case, it is important to include literature in the learning system. Why is that? Because so far many of our youth do not have a sense of taste. Emotions are not handled well. No wonder there are many school graduates and undergraduate who only think about themselves and don't care about the environment. Therefore, literature can be used a learning medium that can be used to foster and develop the character of students. But in reality, literature can be used to develop the nation's thinking insight. Literary works are able to open the eyes of readers to know social, political, and cultural realities. In addition, through literature, people can realize important problems within themselves and realizing that they themselves are responsible for this problem. Literature never fades, let alone dies, because literature is able to invite people to think critically and be sensitive to the surrounding environment. Next, relation between literature and education. Then, how is the relationship between literature and education, especially in the formation of one personality? Regarding the role of literature in the learning of students, it was relevant by Tarigan. That literally plays a very important role in education, namely in 1. Language development, cognitive development, personality development, and social development. Utilization of literary works as medium for character education can be applied through two steps, namely selection of teaching materials and management of the learning process. In this case, teachers are required to be more creative in developing the interests, talents, and willingness of students. Next, literary role. Literature as teaching material means that literary work they are both ethically and aesthetically used as teaching materials that can awake and guide students. Meanwhile, literature is used as the management of the learning process, meaning and teachers or lecturers are required to actively involve students in learning and living up to literary works. Literary education will certainly play an important role in processing people mindset. However, literary education has never been used as a reference in solving problems. In fact, literature is interesting science. Literature is able to open the eyes of readers about the social, political, and cultural realities that exist in society. So, it's clear that literary works have a high relevance to problems in the world of education. Through literary works, a writer can convey his idea. When the idea was disseminated through works, people began to think about change. Apart from being an effective medium for conveying the other ideas, literature can also be an educational medium for students. In understanding a literary work, students will be challenged to think critically. Students can also understand the culture of the community. The community, that is, the background is the literary text they are studying. Next, the point is that learning by using literature is expected to refine the mind of temperament of the student. Slowly, the character of the nation will be formed along with the improving character of the youth. So there are actually a lot the benefits that can be taken when studying a literary work. In addition to humanizing humans, literature is also able to introduce universal human values, train emotional intelligence, and sharpen one's reasoning. By studying literature, a student will be trained his sensitivity, so that the knowledge he learned can be applied directly in overcoming problems in society.
Yeah.
Because literature can refine to the soul, foster love for others, and the creator can motivate readers in living life. I think that's enough from my explanation about literature in education. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.